We grow up believing that if we follow the rules, do what we're told, and meet society's expectations, we'll be happy. But somewhere along the way, something goes wrong. You get the grades. You get the job. You post the pictures. You do everything that's supposed to bring fulfillment. But deep down, you feel empty, directionless, disconnected. And you start to wonder, is this really who I am? Or just who I've been told to be? This question lies at the center of Dr. Gabor Maté's life's work. And today, we're going to explore how modern, Western, achievement-obsessed culture slowly pulls you away from your true self, and what it takes to come home again. The hidden cost of fitting in. From the moment we're born, we're bombarded with expectations. Be a good student, be polite, get a stable job, make money. Don't be too emotional, don't ask too many questions, don't take up too much space. And the reward? Approval, belonging, safety. But here's the paradox. To fit into a dysfunctional culture, you often have to become dysfunctional yourself. So you start wearing masks, hiding parts of who you are. You learn to suppress your anger, your sadness, your creativity, your curiosity, anything that might make you seem too much or not enough. You don't even realize it's happening, because it feels normal. By the time you're a teenager or adult, you've become a curated version of yourself optimized for survival, not authenticity. You smile when you're supposed to. You post the highlights. You say, I'm fine when you're not, but inside you're split. There's the you that performs, and there's the you that's slowly fading. This is what Dr. Gabor Maté calls the loss of authenticity in favor of attachment. In other words, you sacrifice your truth to stay loved. But over time, that sacrifice leaves a wound. A gnawing emptiness. A longing for something real. Culture trains you to abandon yourself. Modern culture doesn't reward presence. It rewards productivity. You're praised for how hard you work, how much you achieve, how busy you are, but not for how deeply you feel. Not for how well you know yourself. Not for your stillness, your slowness, your soul. So naturally, you begin to equate your worth with your output. If you're not succeeding, you're failing. If you're not moving, you're falling behind. If you're not producing, you're useless. This isn't just psychological, it's biological. Your nervous system is constantly in fight or flight mode, pushed by deadlines, distractions, and dopamine. And without even realizing it, you become addicted to doing and terrified of just being. But then, something breaks. Maybe it's a burnout, a heartbreak, a panic attack. A moment of stillness where everything goes quiet, and for the first time, you hear the voice beneath the noise. The real you. The one who's been watching, waiting, wondering when you'd finally come back. This is the invitation. To stop running. To feel what you've been avoiding. To reconnect with what you lost along the way. And that journey doesn't begin with answers. It begins with awareness. How to begin finding yourself again. According to Dr. Maté, healing isn't about fixing what's broken. It's about remembering who you were before the world taught you to forget. And that starts with 1. Getting curious, not judgmental when you feel lost, anxious, or numb. Don't try to silence it. Get curious. Ask yourself, what part of me is trying to be heard right now? What pain have I been avoiding? What truth have I been ignoring? Curiosity opens doors that judgment slams shut. 2. Creating space for silence. You can't hear your inner voice if you're constantly surrounded by noise. Put the phone down. Turn the music off. Sit in stillness. It'll feel uncomfortable at first, like withdrawal. But eventually, the silence becomes a mirror, and in that reflection, you'll see pieces of yourself that were long forgotten. 3. Honoring your emotions. Most of us learn to repress our feelings, to stay strong, to not be dramatic. But emotions aren't weaknesses, they're signals. Grief points to what mattered. Anger points to what was violated. Sadness points to what was lost. Feel them, fully, without shame. They're not problems. They're portals. 4. Choosing authenticity over approval. Every time you choose honesty over harmony, truth over image, you reclaim a part of yourself. It might feel risky. Some people may not like it, but that's okay. Because freedom is being able to disappoint others without betraying yourself. 5. Asking the big questions. Who am I when no one's watching? What do I actually want, not what I've been told to want? What parts of me have I buried to be accepted?